Alright, y'all, I'm gonna tell you a story about one girl, two cars, completely total. Alright, so I'm hanging out with this girl. She's super beautiful. She's half Asian, half white. I mean, bad. You know me. All my bitches is bad. Not really, but this one was. So, we're kicking it, right? We're having a good time. You know, we've probably been awake for a couple days at this point. And, we decided to go on a ride. We went to go see someone, right? We go pick some shit up or something. It's like the middle of the night, dude. It's like 3 a.m. So, I got this Grand Prix, 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix. You know, I'm whipping this fucking thing around. I paid like $900 for it. Well, so it starts to rain a little bit, right? I come around the corner, spin out, hit the curb, boom! Probably going like 40. Hit the curb. This car's a beast. Didn't even fucking hurt the car, right? So then this bitch goes, oh, let me drive. You know, against my better judgment, you know, maybe not sleeping or whatever, it made me not think too clearly, but I'm like, whatever, girl, go ahead, drive. Well, this bitch, she starts gunning it. And I told her, I said, bitch, don't you crash my fucking car. Like, I need this car. This car's important for me to get back and forth to see my son. Like, it's really fucking serious. You know, my kid is like my world. I need to be able to see him. So this bitch is fucking dumb and selfish, so she ain't listening to me. She fucking gunning it, dude. Coming around the corner going like fucking 70, dude. And I'm not joking, because I already knew my car spun out on this corner, you know, a similar corner. My car spun out at 40 earlier that night, you know, because the roads were wet. And we're going like 70. And we're coming to this corner, and I go, we ain't gonna make this corner. She's like, I say we are. She puts her foot down even more. So now when we come up to the corner, we're going like 75, right? Go to turn. Of course, we didn't turn at all. Slide right off. Right into a pole. Right? A power line pole. And I'm thinking, I'm seeing this pole come up. I don't got my seatbelt on. And I'm seeing this pole come up. You know, we're going 70. We're going dead into it, right? And I'm thinking, this pole is going to... We're going to hit this pole. We're going to come to a complete stop. I'm probably going to fly through the windshield, but I'm not going to die, because this ain't the way that I'm meant to go out, you know? So that's what I'm thinking as we hit the power line. But instead, it doesn't even slow us down. Dude, it broke like it was a tin can. Busted through that power line, right? Kept going. Busted through another one, right? Kept going. Blew through this giant sign, dude, that must have been this thick, because it was filled with electronics. You know, it's one of those electronic signs that could tell you all the specials on it. You know, like this thick, probably, you know, 8 feet wide or something, 5 feet high, this thick, right? I mean, we hit the sign dead center, completely destroy the sign, dude. Fucking electronic parts from the sign flying everywhere and shit, right? Go all the way across the road, come to a stop finally. And, my airbags didn't go off because earlier in the day, my anti-lock brakes were acting up, right? So I pulled the fuse that said ABS fuse. I'm thinking it's anti-lock brakes. Turns out it was the airbag fuse, which probably actually helped us not get so hurt, because those airbags could have blown back, you know what I'm saying? Because I had my feet like up in the dash because I'm trying not to fly through the window. So that probably saved my legs, but anyway, so no airbags go off. The car is fucked. And she's like, we gotta get out of here. I was like, nah, bitch. You gotta get out of here. You're the one that's driving. Like, this is my car. All my shit's in it. All my information's in it. It's registered to me. Like, I ain't going nowhere. You know, kick rocks. Get the fuck on, right? But this bitch don't want to leave without me. So please show up. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, neither one of us have a scratch on us. The fucking accident totaled the car so bad that the news reported it is a rollover. We didn't roll. We hit the sign going so hard, right? I'm going to try to upload some pictures into this video. Right, the police come. She gets arrested for fucking... They gave her like a DUI that night, because they were like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? She admitted to being on drugs, which was the dumbest shit she could have done. She could have just went to the hospital or something. Which comes into play the next story. So, Story number 2. I might have to edit some parts of this story out because there might still be an open investigation on this one. But anyways, this bitch got a little box, what's it called, like the toaster cars. It's a rental, right? A little white rental. Gets great gas miles, like 40 miles to the gallon. And I just got a little check, you know what I'm saying? I got some stimulus money, actually unemployment money from the pandemic. So I'm like, yo, I want to go down south because I need to replace my car because you totaled my fucking whip. So let me go down south and try to find something that doesn't have no rust on it, because cars up in Michigan just be fucked up, right? But I'm also trying to make like a vacation out of it, you know what I'm saying? This bitch is depressed. I want to show her something new. I want to go do something new. So we go, let me just make sure this is still recording. So I'm like, alright, we're just going to jump on the highway and head south, you know what I'm saying? And so we're heading south. You know, we get to some town, I think we're in like, not Louisville, we didn't make it as far as Louisville, we're in like Indianapolis, right? So the cars down here in Indianapolis are a lot less rust than Michigan, but still not quite rust free. You know, I probably should have went a little bit farther, but I was like, fuck it, we stopped for the night. We stayed in Indianapolis for the night. Shit, we might even have been in that town for 2 nights. Anyways, we're having a good time, you know. We're staying in our car because it's like a box car, so like it folds down into some nice little bed, right? You know what I'm saying? So we park at Walmart, which is like, you know, for anybody that's ever lived in their car, they know what's up at Walmart. That's the spot, right? So we're staying in like Walmart parking lots in a town we've barely ever been to, you know. Getting it on, you know what I'm saying? We're getting freaky as fuck in the back of the Walmart parking lots, you know. So, couple nights of that, right? Well, we run out of drugs. This bitch starts getting all moody and shit. Starts being real fucking pissy towards me. Just pissing me off. And I'm like, god damn, bitch, I'm really trying to enjoy myself here. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, be out of town for a minute. I want to keep heading south, but she's bitching. So I'm like, fuck it. Taking you home. Let's go. I just want to fucking leave. I want to be done with this bullshit. So, flying up the highway. Well, the sun had just set, right? The lights were not on the car, which I didn't notice. You know what I'm saying? And some dude pulled out on the highway and stopped. He saw us coming. This motherfucker froze up. Dude stopped right in the middle of the highway. We're going 70. Barely had a chance to hit the brakes. Smashed right in the side of him. Bad. The bitch is screaming, you alright? You alright? I'm alright. But I think we just killed that guy, you know what I'm saying? We smacked right into his door. Luckily, you know, with these newer cars, crash safety ratings and shit, everything turned out to be okay. People in the car, he's crying and shit. He's like, I just bought this car. Fucking bawling his eyes out and shit. Police come. We don't have any type of registration or anything in the vehicle because the bitch didn't rent the vehicle herself. You know what I'm saying? It was some dope fiend rental or something. So yeah, the police were cool as fuck about it, dude. They let us go, right? And so the ambulance comes. I'm like, girl, we need to tell the ambulance that we want to go to the hospital, you know, otherwise we might fuck around and catch a DUI or something. But the cops were cool. The cops didn't want to give us no DUI, so we told the ambulance we're good. We don't want to go to the hospital. And they're like, all right, cool, you know. All's well that ends well, whatever. We're not going to jail. So, but fuck, now we're stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere during the pandemic, right? Because ain't nobody trying to help people out and give people rides and shit during the pandemic, right? We might have that shit. Might give them that virus, so. Because then this is when it first started, when people really didn't know that it wasn't that serious yet or whatever. So, we're stranded, dude. This, you know, at this cross section of town, or this town itself had no hotels, like one gas station with a McDonald's in it. We walk over there, gas station, McDonald's, you know, blah, blah, blah. We're stranded. We don't know what the fuck we're going to do. Let's check to see if there's any Ubers out this way. Nope, no Ubers. Wonder if there's any cabs out this way. Nope, no cabs. Alright, bitch, we're going to have to just hitchhike, right? You know, I don't think she'd ever hitchhiked before, whatever I had, so I was like, fuck it, this ain't that big a deal, you know? Get to the side of the road, whatever, stick my thumb out. Nobody's stopping, dude. Like I said, it's the pandemic, right? Nobody's gonna give us a fucking ride. I'm just trying to get to a town with a fucking motel, so eventually the same cop that fucking saw the accident drives back to this part of town, and he's like, what y'all doing? We're like, we're fucking stranded. You know what I'm saying? Can you give us a ride? He's like, I'll give you a ride to the edge of my jurisdiction. And he gives us a ride to the edge of his jurisdiction, which is still the middle of fucking nowhere. But we're like 8 miles closer to our town. I'm like, well, fuck, man, right? So now we're stuck at this other gas station in the middle of nowhere, right? Here comes another fucking sheriff. He's like, what y'all doing? And you're like, well, I heard that y'all are trying to flag people down for rides. We're like, yeah, we're fucking stranded. What the fuck are we supposed to do? He's like, well, hop in. I'll give you a ride to town, right? So he gives us a ride to the closest town. Can't remember what the name of it. Some town in Indiana. Some little white trash town. Like some little hood-ass town. So I go to the ghetto-ass motel in the hood-ass town in Indiana. Or whatever, you know. Like, we're all filled up. I'm like, fuck, you know. It's 2 in the morning by this point. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to spend more than like a couple dollars on a hotel. You know, it's already 2 in the morning, whatever, bitch. So we're going to sleep outside, right? So we fucking stop at the gas station. And like they've got like these ads that are like made out of something similar to blanket material. Like this, it was like an ad for like a spark plug or something, right? We stole all them things, you know. We went to the little local park and we laid them bitches out and made it into a bed, bro. It was nice, right? So we fucking fall asleep at this local park. Right, we out cold. We get woken up by the cops. The cops like, hey, what y'all doing? Blah. We tell them our stories, like whatever. Go back to sleep. I ain't tripping on it. We go back to sleep. The next day we wake up, walk back into that little rat ass motel that we was trying to stay at. You know, get a room. It's like dirt cheap, like $40. I'm like, fuck yeah, got a room for the night for $40. That's straight. You're just gonna chill for the day, right? Eat a bunch of food, kick back, watch some movies and shit. Try to figure out a ride situation, which I ain't gonna get us no ride out of there. I know damn well none of my people's trying to come that far. Most of my people don't even have cars. So we fall asleep. Next day, the bitch finds us a ride back home. But yeah, let me try to upload those pictures of those 2 cars completely fucking totaled. Anyways, peace, love y'all.